Well, the industry just can't take 5 minutes out and give me a fucking break, can it? So now this has happened. 2K, proving there is no tactic too shameless, have started putting unskippable adverts into NBA 2K19. Keep in mind, the game is already being criticised for trying very hard to strong-arm you into buying its microtransactions by making it a grind. And now, it's actually walling off the game in order to force you into watching advertisements, so they can make even more money off you. Now this delightful bit of news was brought to the attention of many when this Reddit user, oh, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that one, posted this little thread, which includes a screenshot of an advert playing over a loading screen. Take note that it says the loading is actually done, but he's still being forced to sit through the advert. And only then is he allowed to continue playing the game he paid money for. I don't really need to say this, do I? But putting unskippable adverts in a $60 premium AAA video game is inexcusable. Fucking inexcusable. But I'm not surprised that it went this way. The precursor to this was last year, when Capcom started introducing advertisements and sponsored logos, slapping them all over the characters and arena in exchange for increased output rewards of the game's virtual currency. The act was rightfully criticised, and after considerable backlash, Capcom removed them from the game. But it would seem that it's back in tow because it appears that 2K have decided to up the egregious practice of advertising within a premium product that people spend money on and not even giving you any sort of reward for it. I'm not surprised by this. Game companies have always found new lows to sink to in terms of making a few extra pennies off the customer's back. Sports games in particular, man, I've always found them to be the most egregious. They're the ones that generally push the most in terms of their monetization, from loot boxes, surprise mechanics being incorporated into FIFA, or 2K turning last year's NBA game into such a grind that it was practically mandatory for you to have to buy the microtransactions just to play the damn thing. Check out the Steam reviews page for more details on that one. And unless this receives a freaking huge backlash, I don't see this changing. In fact, keep your eyes open for more of it in 2K games, or even just AAA games in general, because once publishers smell blood in the water, the sharks do come a-swimming. Remember how microtransactions weren't a thing, but then suddenly everyone started doing them, and how when Overwatch started doing loot boxes that every company had to do loot boxes in theirs? Yeah, keep your eye open for this one. This is scummy, and it's anti-consumer, and worse, I can see them doing what they always do, walking it back just a little bit so they can mitigate the backlash, let's say by adding a skip button once the level's loaded. But that does not escape the fact that you're still paying at minimum $60 to be advertised to, which is inexcusable. Just another reason to avoid sports titles for me, but I really don't want this to catch on, and I hope that the backlash is swift and harsh and that this doesn't become the new norm, because this is a dark sign of things to come, people. But these are just my thoughts on advertisements in games. Please tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. And if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's only one click too if you want to ring that little bell to be notified of future content. And a thumbs up's always appreciated. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling very deflated now. And I'm going straight from this into my E3 Bethesda video. God almighty help me. I just want to play Dark Souls. Please, I just want to play Dark Souls.